Hello, and welcome to Lockdown 2.0. We've teased the release. We did a lot of press for it over the last few months, but it's finally here, the grand opening of Lockdown 2.0. We're in the midst of it. Also, hello to our American friends. You are currently on the precipice of what could be the end of days. We hope that you are faring well, and our thoughts and prayers are with you. I am Tom Elwes. I'm joined today, as ever, by my co-host, Mr. Ali Woods.
Thoughts and prayers. Who are you praying to? David Beckham or something? Sol Campbell. Oh yeah, thoughts and
Sol
prayers with
Campbell,
you,
yeah, definitely Sol.
legends.
Not David
Yeah.
Beckham. You joking? No way.
Oh,
Just
he'd be your type,
no,
sort of.
just Thierry Henry normally.
No, yeah, fair enough. Suave, vavoom.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I got,
didn't ask,
I
but
got
good.
quite,
Okay.
I got. Thanks for asking. I got quite high on Wednesday night
You got
after
high
we did our, yeah,
on what? Just like your own ego.
on maths.
Yeah.
Came back, did some equations, started
Yeah.
floating into the sky,
Whoa.
baby.
Whoa.
No, on a vape pen, on a weed
Marijuana.
vape
You
pen.
smoked the marijuana.
The wacky backy, the
Yeah.
devil's
The
cabbage.
old devil's lettuce. You had a crack.
Yeah, I thought it was some sort of asthma pump.
Wow.
Now I've been known to have a bit of kush
Just your whiteness really
in the past.
doesn't go with this,
You
I
know,
can't imagine you chilling out, smoking some,
420 blazing,
yeah, 420,
smoking endo. You know how it is.
just chilling. Explains your jazzy jumpers. That's.
Yeah, I got this. I got this jumper, blue for Biden. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
So then it got to about 3 a.m. and I was having a croissant, and it's a classic Wednesday night,
Yeah.
and I just was so intensely watching news coverage.
Don't
It's
worry.
so.
Don't worry about the chicken. Don't worry about the kebabs. Just
Don't worry about
get the
that.
croissants on.
I've whapped a croissant in the oven, lads. So don't worry about it. With some Nutella, not bad.
Naughty. Not actually
It was good,
not a bad combo. That.
mate. It was good.
Especially
But I
when
tell you
high.
what.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it. I tell you what, though, there's nothing better to watch than presidential election coverage when you're high. And especially when it's sort of your team's sort of winning. So it's not even like dooming. It's not a word, dooming. It's not even like doom mongering. It's like you're just sitting there like watching the numbers and the colors and them just talking and everyone's so intense. And because it was 3 a.m. here, it meant it was like 7 p.m. in America. So it was like a good time. It was like top tier American news.
Premium.
I was watching not exactly, yeah, not what they're showing us now, which is like just the rolling coverage.
Did you go ABC? Because I've been switching. I've been going right and left just to get. I watch CNN and then I watch Fox to see what they're saying because then you get like sort of like middle ground, and both are just absolutely insane. Like both are just swinging so far the other way.
Really? So I was watching ABC. What's Fox like? Is it just saying this is a load of bollocks?
Fraud. Well, they're actually trying to be quite sort of cautious with it. It's a bit weird because like on the one hand they're like they want to support the president and what he says, but on the other hand they're like, but also we respect the democratic process. I think to be honest,
Yeah.
I think they know. For those who are not caught up, ladies and gentlemen, as of right now when we are recording, Trump has lost his lead in Georgia, and if he loses Georgia, it's all over. And he's lost his lead, and the more mail-in ballots that come in, the more are going to be in favor of Biden than Trump. Oh, that's the way that things have been going anyway. So I feel like it is all over. You do owe me 10 big ones, Ali, from our bet, because I did tell you.
Well, I'll take it out of the bucket from Tuesday. Not bad. Not a bad little bucket for all I do as well. Thank you everyone who came. Everyone who came to watch the final. All I do is AIDIF Tuesday, the final one ever, probably. That's probably that's probably it for civilization. So thank you for that coming down. And then I do owe you 10 quid. I mean, it's looking like he's gonna lose. Yeah, he still could win. I hope he doesn't. But
possible. I don't think he will. He can't. He can't. He's not going to win. I mean, if he loses Georgia, it's all over. It's just done. Like, and it's I don't know. he's gonna file a million legal lawsuits and just be an absolute dick about it. He will lose and he will have to leave the White House, but he'll keep filing lawsuits and keep being a dick, probably for like the next 2 years, and then it will be close enough that he can start his campaign to run again.
He's gonna run again. You think he's gonna run again?
100% he's running in 2024.
I thought you said his kid was gonna run or something. Ivanka.
It will either be him or his kid. But I think he's got it in it. He wants to run it. He'll run in 2024.
Also, as well, I want at the start, before I forget, apologise for the lack of Tuesday episode for Patreon listeners this week. Is a technical difficulty. Would you believe this? We sat down and recorded it between us, but it only had my recording. That Tom had no recording.
Yeah.
So good to know that it worked, the tool I set up. And I wanted to push it out, but Tom said, no, they actually quite like my voice, dickhead.
They don't want to just hear you ramble on about dates you didn't go on. That's not.
Yeah. Especially, well, I'll fill you in on what's happening with her, shall I, as well? But before we get into the proper US stuff. But yeah, especially as well, because it wasn't even me just rambling on. It was me just responding to stuff. So it'd be like a pause. Yeah, that's so true. Like, why can you do it? And then waste of time. So sorry we didn't do that, but we had a lovely business meeting. You didn't miss much. Not gonna lie, you didn't miss much on that particular Tuesday episode. Sometimes they are very good and very fun. That one was more of an academic business meeting where we talked about our latest brand partnerships.
Yeah, you didn't miss much, ladies and gentlemen. Do not worry.
So yeah. And then so obviously last week I talked about this girl that I'd asked out. And it was crunch time. If you remember up to Friday, I was going over to hers that evening to find my own results.
The results of the test. I'll fill you in really quickly. Ali asked the girl out 3 times. 3 times.
But over quite a long period. That's not. You just make it sound like it was one day.
It could also, for future episodes, if anyone wants to like message in and be like, we're for Ali's tragic dating life, or just don't talk about it. Talk about the news. We're not here for this. That would be great. So we could get a poll on if people give a shit. But carry on.
I reckon you would be bad at the results. You would come out and you'd be the one going, recount. And I'd be like, yes.
That's what you said to her when she was like, no, we can't go on another date. You're like, I demand a recount.
Well, look, you might be surprised here. You might be surprised. Okay. So that is very me though. Recount it. Like you're wrong. Like you are wrong. Like I know you're saying this.
Here's a subpoena. I'm suing you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll see you in court. Yeah. Or we could go on a date. No? Okay, court it is. Court it is.
Is there any time if you want to go on the date, we'll sack off.
Pick your decision. I'll see you at the tribunal or Pizza Express. Yeah. One of them's happening, right?
Either or. You decide. Okay,
So I finish. I do. What's Friday? I have 2 gigs. I do the Shakespeare, a staple of ours during the lockdown. Shout out comedy downstairs at the Shakespeare in Barbican. If it comes back, get on it. And then went to do Vauxhall Comedy Club to do their bottomless booze, which was fun, but they were fucked. But it was fun. And then, are you all right?
Yeah, one sec. Sorry, my headphones are bugging out.
It sounds. You don't sound. There's no buzzing from my side.
Yeah, perfect. All good. Yeah,
good. Okay. So I went to do Vauxhall Comedy Club, which was fun, but they were fucked. And then I started walking over to my fate. Right, I get there's about a 15-minute walk. Bump into a couple of comics on the way. Bizarre. Yeah. Shout out Philip Kostelecki and CDAB. And then head over. I go in. We start chatting, and she's like chatting small talk, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna bake some more, and yeah, I had like a nice day today. I was like, I don't give a fuck about any of this, bruv. I'm here for the results. I'm here for my test.
Just what every girl wants to hear. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, stop talking and tell me what I want to hear. So I'm like, all right, look, come on. Let's chat about
Are we gonna go on a date or are we not? That's
And she says no. So look, okay. Let me tell you how it goes. I walked all the way out. She lives in Essex. I walked 4 hours.
Yeah.
2
megabuses, and you were like, "It's all right, don't worry."
yes, I'll pay. No worries. She was like, you might as well just not come. I was like, no, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Yeah.
I am coming.
But you'll
So
literally only be here for like 40 minutes. That's fine. Don't worry
that's
about
fine. I don't mind.
it. Yeah.
I don't mind. In the back of my head thinking, maybe it'll be a bit longer. She's like, no, it's 35 minutes now. So she says, this is what she says, right?
Mhm.
I have, I have a lot
Winning
of,
personality.
not far off. I have a lot of qualities that she likes.
No.
A lot of qualities that she likes, but she doesn't feel the same way I feel about her.
Right.
Which is fair enough.
Okay.
She said her analogy was, if we were to go on a date, it would be like a book where you're on chapter 4 and I'm just on the intro. I was like,
Okay. This is a
all
very
right.
elaborate way of her just saying like I'm not into it. That's all that needs to go down here.
This is basically it. This is basically she said about like, you know, you're not really my type, but you shouldn't have to stick to your type. So, all right.
This is
All
just
right.
sounding so tragic.
There was some harshness. I did a bit where I was like, oh, so it's like, you know, when you work with someone and normally, you know, you don't think anything of them, but sometimes you look at them and you go, yeah, all right. That's basically, and then she sort of chuckled and I was like, you're supposed to say no. So then I was like, right, I'm going to go.
Good. Nice.
And we had a hug and then the hug was a bit long and then we just started making out and we started kissing and then
Okay.
yeah, in it. And then I'm literally on my coat and bags on. We started doing this by the door, and then we stopped. And then she's like, "That was a good test drive," and I went, "Yeah," and I left, and that was it.
Okay. And have you heard from her since?
So then, wait, let me get my phone. Hold on, Phil.
Good lord, ladies and gentlemen, I know how much you do not give a shit about Ali's weird dating life, but I guess we're getting the creepy insight of an incel. Carry on.
Okay, so luckily before I left, I bugged her phone. I installed a software on it so I can hear her. So then I go home defeated, but you know what I thought the kiss for me was like it was like a good redundancy pay. It's like well, yeah. So here's something for you, but look, we no longer need your services. So she was annoyed at was why. So she put the length of time down to thinking because she didn't want to lose me as a friend, and I was like, well, you know, I'm not asked to be just like mates with someone who doesn't like me.
You don't like me. I'm leaving. Leave me alone.
I'm leaving. Literally, I was like, I've got mates, so I'll chill out with them. So then at midnight, the text come in. So, what was that? And then a minute later, I mean, not what, but why. Interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
Then we're almost done. Then I messaged back the next day, and I know you're going to cringe at this. Because, Kate, life's too short to not kiss the girl.
Oh, God, I hate you.
Which is pretty romantic. Wrote that myself.
Oh, wow. Okay. Did you get that line from Jerry Maguire or something?
Yeah. I came back. I watched 6 Hugh Grant films.
Yeah. And I thought, this will be a cracker. Yeah.
Let me go through this. So she says, fair enough. Yeah. It's just that you could have done it before and just busted it out after. I don't know. It was nice, but I was confused. I said, I don't know why I would stay. I'd just been told you're not into me. She says, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It was all of a sudden I was caught off guard, but at the same time, glad it happened. I said, we're great kisses. It's a great kiss. I'm glad too. She said, yep, going to put it on my CV. And that is that. And that is the end. That end.
I just feel like there's just been so much discussion around this date and dating this girl and are we going on a date? Are we not? How many times she needs to think about it? You got to think about it. I feel like for all future stuff, you should if you ever see this girl again, just like don't discuss it, don't text. Just if it happens.
No, mate, done. It's done. I'm done now. I'm very clean cut. 100%. When I'm done, I'm done. That's it. I'm out. So that's that.
Man,
but that's
I don't need you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll just swallow my feelings. I'm practicing it for years.
Okay. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We all got a strange and weird insight into.
But look, that's it because I'll give you that update because and her name's not Kate. I've just said that. I've added that to to hide her identity.
Well done.
Because
Katie will be very happy.
Exactly. Yeah, Caitlin. But I just want to. I'm just updating you because we talked about it last week, and then I got messages being like, "What happened?" So this is the update. This is the official update, and now we're in lockdown 2.0. So didn't need it anyway. Couldn't have seen her anyway, mate. That's what I'm quite glad. Like, wouldn't have wanted to anyway, because she's well ugly, and she got a boyfriend anyway.
Yeah.
And she's probably a lesbian.
Yeah.
So like didn't even joke. It was a joke. Like I did it for a joke.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, so funny.
Yeah, like that was it. Do you remember the banter?
To yours at 11:30 because of a laugh.
Do you remember that banter when like I asked you out like 3 times as a banter? That's funny, isn't it? That's funny. So that's my official stance. But it is better to have asked out and left than to have just got on with your own life.
Yes. And as we big proponents of on this podcast, asked out in a polite but not creepy way, and if they reject you, then leave politely and don't get weird. So that's
I got weird. I just kept that bit out. I took all my clothes off and started squealing on the floor. You chuck out a pig?
You got a razor out and you're like, I'll shave my head. I'll shave it. I'll give you
Yeah, I haven't showed you the back of my head yet. It's just got a big heart with a cross through it.
Yeah. A Britney moment.
Yeah, but you got to get over it. One of my sayings on the wall, rejection provides momentum. If you get rejected, listener, by someone or something, a job, a person, or whatever, use that. It will push you into something else. Use that momentum you get. It gives you a different perspective on things, allows you to throw yourself into other stuff because you're not as tied in with that sort of stuff. So rejection provides momentum. Use it. Go for it. Do something else. And you know what? Next couple of days, I had a great couple of days.
Good, but accept the rejection if it comes. That's important. It's
not.
I know
not momentum to then come back. Not a boomerang. Not momentum to build it like Rhino from Spider-Man. And just fucking run into them like Juggernaut in X-Men.
Yeah. It's very important for Ali's incel listeners to know that if you get the rejection, accept it and move on to better and greener pastures. Do not come back to the rejection and get weird.
Yes, I back that. And but to my incel fans, I will. You know what's up. Man is still in your good books.
Yeah. Don't worry.
You shouldn't have kissed that fembot. She's lucky to get away with that, bitch.
Yeah.
Guys, I love you, but you gotta chill out.
You really gotta chill out. That's really, really chill. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are in lockdown 2.0. It's here. We're reveling in our government's decisions. And it's pretty depressing. Although, you know what really pissed me off, right? Nowhere's selling fireworks.
Close the clothes shops.
Where are all these cunts getting fireworks? That's really pissed me off. I tried to look for fireworks. I wanted to do fireworks. No fireworks around. Apparently, Asda, only place on earth that's selling them.
What's it? Yeah, because that's a good point, actually. I didn't actually see any fireworks, but they were bare going off last night.
Loads.
Jesus, loads. Do you know, I watched V for Vendetta last night. You watched that film?
Yeah. Very good film. Wachowski's.
Yeah.
Very good film.
Yeah. Because it was the day. It's the day it's set in the future. 5th of November 2020 is when the film is set. Yeah, and it's jokes because
not that far off what we've got going on. A virus,
bro, but it's jokes. Yeah. I didn't even realize the virus. I forgot about that part of the film. But there's legit a virus that's going killing people, and there's conspiracy over whether it was government made. That's mad, isn't it, bro? It's long.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was. It started. That's it. Lockdown 2.0 started with fireworks. I live in a very Muslim area because I'm a pretty woke guy. Don't want to go on about it, but so I've had fireworks for a while in this period.
Going off for a bit.
Yeah.
For a bit. I think one thing we can all bring up for lockdown 2.0, the government have said, oh, by the way, guys, December, we're out of here. Don't worry about it. But weirdly, they've decided to extend furlough till March. This.
All right, do you know what? We can have another bet on this. Do you know what my prediction is? This is my prediction. How good is this prediction, right?
Okay.
So now it's supposed to be 4 weeks, yeah? That will get extended by 2 weeks to take us to 17th of December, yeah? Then from 18th of December, 2 weeks freedom. 2 weeks party, right? That takes you to Christmas, to New Year's Day, or 1st or 2nd of January, and then 2-month lockdown again.
Yeah, I think I won't bet on you with that because I'm almost, and my government sources of
Your government sources, here we go again.
my government insider has said
Tom's
something
government inside.
pretty similar. Yeah,
Conservative TikTok at it again.
yeah, literally, all the lads. Yeah,
But that's what I think. That's what I think it'll be. So I think, mate, what I'm saying to listeners is, guys, when you get that notification to be like lockdown easing, just do it, bro. Just go out. Don't be like, I'm just gonna because then I reckon start next year, bro. Nah, we're done. We're done again. Sit back inside, bake your fucking banana bread, piece of shit. That's how the government should said it. I started doing this bit on stage, but it's like, don't you just want to get like a notification on your phone sometimes on the BBC News? It just says we're fucked. That's how it feels, isn't it? I can't remember the last time I got that news alert and it was good news. Like it was a good laugh.
We fucked it, lads. Yeah, we fucked it.
Yeah. But that's basically what it is. I am now in the situation where I have 2 housemates instead of 1 housemate that I had for first lockdown. So I'm here. It's the 3 of us. We had our first day and night yesterday, and I killed one of them. So that is I think it's going to be okay.
He said, I don't think you're that good at comedy. And you went, you're a fucking asshole. You're a fucking asshole. I'll kill you. Yeah.
I'll do to you what I did to Kate. And he went, what? Nothing? Nothing.
At the end of his bed, naked, just
yeah. You think that's funny? You think that's fucking funny?
Sure
poison his food. Put my pubes in his food. Cartman from South Park style. But yeah, the old pubes in the food. You know how it goes. Just the lads, bit of banter. But yeah, I don't know what this is going to be. But I already messaged my friend. Check him out on Instagram at FitJop, who does fitness stuff, and he's giving me some workout tips. So. Gonna get hench again.
Get ripped.
Sorry.
Gonna get ripped.
Sorry, is what it is.
I'm gonna be having my birthday in lockdown, so that's.
Oh yeah, same. What are you gonna do?
Cry alone.
Yeah, but it's your birthday. Don't you want to do something different?
Yeah, my girlfriend's like, "Oh, I want to come over," and I'm like, "No."
Oh, mate, I know how that is. You know what I mean? Oh God. So when the girlfriend's like, "I want to come over and like hold your hand," and I'm like, babe, God, like, you know what I mean? Like
the LAN party is popping over here. I can't.
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're about to get to the final stage of story mode.
Yeah. We're having a Quake LAN party and it is going on.
The Quake LAN party.
Yeah.
So that's shit. I've got, because my birthday's week after yours. So
yeah. So see,
don't know what to do. Zoom party's dead.
No, I'm not doing a Zoom party. I'd rather have no party than Zoom party. We
could go for a walk together.
That's literally, maybe we'll do it. We'll do with a Patreon pod from a park bench. I'll bring the audio. Feeding pigeons on the park bench with Ali Woods and Tom Elwes.
Where we belong, in the cold as well. Not even a summer, like an absolute freezing, bitter.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Like, at least in the summer, they were like, there are places doing takeaway pints and whatever. Like in the summer, you could just stand outside or sit in the park and just sink booze and prosecco with your mates, right? Have a laugh. Depths of winter, as we discovered after Vauxhall Comedy, you just huddle round an open Sainsbury's like a couple of homeless folk and try and stay warm. It's really shit.
Try and stay warm, chat away whilst sipping a can of Kronenberg, pint size to be fair, don't mess about. And then just try and dodge the crazy people that come up to you. Basically, that was it, and that was the party, and that was the best party I've ever been to. Not even in lockdown, just generally. But that was us after on Wednesday. Wednesday, yeah, that's the best. Yeah. Well, the listeners won't know this, but so on Wednesday night, speaking of how harsh lockdown has come in,
police showed up.
Police showed up. Last gig of what could be my year, closing Vauxhall Comedy Club. Adam Kumas, friend of the show, not friend in real life. He was emceeing, put you on last. After Tom, the old AIDIF double. Tom goes on.
Back to back.
Tom goes on, and he's struggling, but yeah, it's Tom. And
what do you mean? Breathed life into the dying embers of that fucking gig.
Tom, I don't know why, bro. I told you about this on Wednesday night, but why was that crowd so tight with his laughter? And it's like
Mate, it
the
was so
last
good.
days of Rome. You're supposed to be getting pissed and having a laugh and being like, "Fucking yeah, let's do it." Not be sitting there being like,
Poor old Brides, to be fair. Our other friend, Adam Brides, Adam Kumas did do him right in the butt. He just said, right before he brought our friend on stage, bear in mind, this is a packed room, a lot of people in it. He went, should we have a break? Or should we just run straight through and everyone can go to the toilet if they want to? So, and everyone was like, oh, just run straight through. So then he just brings them on and half the audience get up and go to the toilet.
well, but at least there's a good excuse for him of why half the audience get up and leave during his set.
True.
Whereas for us, you know, we just have to make it
Don't
up.
fancy
They've
it, yeah.
probably gone to get Wi-Fi so they can follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
That'll be it.
But yeah, and then so I get brought on, final gig. I'm like, let's make it a good one. Come on. I must do about 40 seconds. And then this bloke comes up to the stage, never seen him before in my life, up the side, almost on the stage, beckons to me with a few fingers. And I go, what is going on here? I think maybe he's an audience member. And Jamie, what I thought at the time, and I said to him, I was like, are you about to do a proposal? I thought he was like proposing to his girlfriend who was in the room, or his partner, whoever it may be, proposing to them in the room before lockdown as like a big last public display thing. And then he sort of made eyes at Adam, and then those two went to the back of the room. I had no idea what was going on. Tried to recover. Then Adam came back and just lighted me and says, "That's it." And he looked so sad and angry. And I did one joke and then left. 2 minute set as my last gig. But you know, I thought it was a very fitting way to end the year. Yeah. But that was it. And then so then we're straight into lockdown. But what are your goals, Tom? What are your plans?
My lockdown.
Get more DMs from people on Instagram.
Yep. Shout out all the people who've been sharing the stuff and commenting and liking. That's it. Really, that's my end goal. Is to.
You're not going to better yourself. Read anything? Do you read? Can you read?
Just not really. You know, audiobooks.
Wow! Whoa! What a surprise! What?
Yeah. No. I do actually read quite a lame amount actually. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to try and create more good content for the good people, and try and work out if I can. And that's it really. What else?
You got weights?
Yeah, got weights. Got weights in the garden, mate.
Oh yeah, you saying your stand-up?
Yeah, got some weights. Yeah, hopefully this time I won't have to like have baths with George. That's good. Got a girlfriend now, so that's good.
Still do it though. Still do it.
Why not?
You got to stay in touch with each other.
Well, like you know, how are you going to wash your back properly? You know, that's the real.
Get right in there. Get in there nice and deep, like.
all the lads in the bath. Come on.
Top time. So that's you. So you get hench. So obviously you're still not going to work your legs then, I assume.
I can't, mate. I've got no legs machines here, so you know what can I do?
Oh yeah. Oh no. What a shame.
The bad
Rats. I was really looking forward to getting on my legs.
I don't know if I can see.
Jesus, look at that. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see these legs.
Stalks.
Wow, they're thin. They're thin. There's a lot of beautiful women that would want legs like that.
Yeah.
Just.
I'd make
clean.
a fantastic drag queen. I know this.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, Jesus. Fair.
Yeah. I've been told.
That's cool.
I've been told by professional drag queens. So.
Oh, is it? Fair. I got some weights as well, so that's gonna be. Yeah, I mean, we just get hench. Finally, do as we saw with Sean McLaughlin. Finally, do the comedians hitting the gym on the weights show.
Comedians on the bench.
Comedians on the bench. Yeah.
Lifting.
Hench on the bench, and then talking about feelings as well. That'd be good. But
lifting and laughs. That's.
But my mentality is I'm prepping for 6 weeks, and if it's less, great. If it's more, it's a shame. But I'm saying 6 weeks from today, that is when you should start. You should plan for. None of this like 4th of December will be all right. Nah, not for me, brother. Boris Johnson already changed the wording like the next day after he announced it, and he was like, "Well, yes, 3rd of December is the date we're aiming to keep the lockdown."
Yeah. You know, we're led by the data. The data.
Yeah, the data that is for the scientists. This great country, the scientists will lead us, and you just can't really predict this, but we will do everything we can. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. What do you want for your birthday, Tom?
Just your respect. Uh,
Nah, something serious. Come on, you're not getting that. Well, look, Tom, I will tell you this. This is you. You know, I know what sort of father you have. This is why I know this gets the best out of you to keep on with the little jabs and the criticism and go, oh, well done on the followers, Tom. It's nice that your brother's a lawyer, isn't it? Anyway, goodbye.
yeah,
You know
no,
that
no,
is.
that's not even the kind of dad my dad is. My dad's there. He just wouldn't even condone that. Just nothing. Stoic. Just nil pois.
Yeah, not unmoved, the strong, silent type.
Ideally, my dad would have raised us Victorian era. You'd see him once in the
Yeah,
evening. He'd pat you on the head. That would be
yeah,
that.
swirling his whiskey and
That's
try to remember your name.
lot of he was a full up when I was born outside with a newspaper.
Oh, brilliant.
Just
No interest. Yeah, that's his time.
yeah.
That's his time.
I'll meet him when he's 17. That's
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's a child in here, and the maid comes. Oh, so sorry, sir.
Yeah, that's that's what I'm dealing with. If anything, the sort of interest you take in my life, even though it's negative, is positive reinforcement.
Well, you're more than welcome. My dad, he takes an interest, but he'll bring it back round to him. So he wants.
Mate, get it from me.
Yeah,
Get it from me.
But he legit, and he has often said, "See what Jack Whitehall's done there with his dad. You know, we'll be doing that, won't we?"
That's a classic.
We can do that, can't we?
Trip, me and you. Like, yeah.
You gotta get famous, son, so we can do the show together. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, people want to see.
He loves it.
Yeah.
All right, should we chat about this US election then? Let's,
ladies and gentlemen,
discuss.
Okay. Just we'll go through it.
Should we get the latest? There might have been an update since we started.
I think that the big update is he's ahead in Georgia. He's ahead in Georgia. He's gonna win.
There's a new update, but not on the election results. But apparently, Trump has special treatment by Twitter, and it's going to end if Biden wins. So,
he's. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. The end of the road for the U.S. election. Biden's going to win. Trump's going to kick up a fuss and be a little dick about it, but that's it. But okay.
But you sure though that Biden's going to win at this point?
At this point, I'm very confident. Like very, very confident. If he takes Georgia, there's just no way. So,
did you stay up to watch the election? Because you do that, don't you?
Yeah, I stayed up till.
Have you? So you still haven't slept then for 3 days?
It's been rough. Like I'm just surviving on I don't know, Xanax and fucking.
and your thirst for US presidential news.
Yes, I'm deeply involved. I do enjoy the presidential election race.
A weird change of our personalities when you said to me on Tuesday, like, "Oh, I assume you're staying up to watch it." Like you talk, and I was like, "No, I'm going to bed." And you looked at me like, "What a dullard! Like what? like, are you not? Why are you not invested in the politics, the things that matter?" I was like, "Am I? Should I be?" It made me question, like, if Tom's staying up, should I be staying up? And I'm an idiot. And am I an idiot? You know, am I one of those people who doesn't understand how the world works?
I do have a weird affection for US politics, just because it's such a show. It's a show. Literally, it's a show. It's a proper show. And the news
I like the people
like a show as well. Like watching the news there is mental.
I like the people tweeting like, "Oh, I don't want a US election with your charts and your colours. I want a UK election where at 3 a.m. you see a shadow chancellor lose his position in a swimming pool."
Yeah. Next to a bloke dressed as Elmo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So funny. We're so like twee compared to America.
British, British. Like they have these like huge. They like rent out stadiums to like have all their supporters in, like do all that.
We're like at a leisure centre with like 6 poorly dressed men.
Yeah.
And one guy dressed as a fish finger.
Yeah. I ran as the representative for like the fishing union. Like
exactly. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, I think it's a positive that Biden's won, but like he's not the candidate that everyone wanted. He's just the candidate they knew could beat Trump. So it's not really.
It's close though, bruv. It's still close, man. Like I'm not saying that Trump's gonna win, but like regardless, like it is close. It's not like Trump's been like ousted. Like there's
No.
loads of Trump supporters.
Massive, massive. Do we think civil war could erupt? That's the only thing that was really that could get nasty.
Well, we said on the group chat, which I found funny, was like our friend Mo was saying, "Yeah, it's bad. I saw Walmart have stopped selling guns because they're worried." And I was like, it's fucked up society when they're like, things are bad. They've stopped selling guns. That's how they know it could get out of hand.
Yeah, wow, guys.
Can't be.
Let's
You
be
can't
civil.
be. Yeah, don't give it a couple of weeks, then have your assault rifle. You
We're
know?
not monsters, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could,
No, I don't think civil war is going to happen. People aren't that asked. I do think what's funny though is the whole what which state is it? But one state where Trump's losing or is losing his lead, they're protesting, stop the vote, stop the count, and then in another state where Trump's
winning.
winning,
Right, keep the count. Keep the
yeah,
count.
like keep the count. It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Well, like,
But yeah, there's loads of Trump supporters still.
what was it, like 67 million people or something voted for him? So this just shows how
Yeah.
much support he really does have. It's like absolutely mental. Yeah, it could get nasty. That's the only thing. Like America can tip over. Everyone's like civil war, civil. I don't know to that effect, but like I could imagine a world in which Trump's like, I'm not going. I'm your president if you want me to be. For those people who voted, and just completely, he's already discredited democracy and the vote. You know, he's already. There's been no evidence of tampering or.
But I think there's too many higher ups involved now that don't want him to win. That's the thing. I think there's now like before. I think there was a feeling of in 2016 like they could use him as well. Like there was the way it was let through because he had so much popular vote, and they were like, right, let's get on his good side because he's going to be in charge. Whereas now they're like, look, we'd rather have someone in power who we can actually manipulate. Whereas I don't think they could actually like you know, weirdly to his credit, I don't think Trump could be really manipulated by like big business and stuff because he fucking had no agenda and just did what he wanted all the time.
You've got to watch the BBC did a show just like last week about like a 3-part thing about Trump's presidency, and they were speaking to all the guys that had got like fired and stuff, and there was like an amazing when he got in. So they had I think it was Mitch McConnell and like this guy who has been like a senator, and he was like a billionaire from oil kind of thing, but he's like been heavily involved in US politics for decades kind of thing. And like they were like briefing Trump, and they were like, okay mate, this is how you run a country, this is like foreign policy, like going through it all. And then like he just didn't take any of it on board. He was just like, no, I don't need to, no. And in the end, like the Mitch McConnell just got up and was just like, you're a fucking idiot, and just left. And he was just like, you are a moron, like you're genuinely an idiot. Like
That's funny, man. Well, but he did that, and apparently there was like another like a dossier that Obama left as well on like how to handle pandemic or something like that, and
I'm sure.
and he he just but so I think that's why there's been this. I think there's a push for now Biden getting in and it not being discredited from news sources because I think big businesses are like, he's too much of a loose cannon. You know what I mean? He's too much. We can't actually control him.
Absolutely renegade. And when that was the thing, also he was listening to advisors, but then apparently there was a point about a year and a half in to his presidency where he just started to believe his own hype and started to think he was the smartest man in the room. And then
brilliant.
At that point, it was just like, oh no, this guy's a lunatic. And that's when like people were getting fired left, right, and center. Remember when he put Scaramucci in the mooch? He put like 13 days or something. Like it's just
yeah. That was funny because I thought the news alert had come up wrong on my phone because it said he'd been appointed.
Yeah.
And then it said he'd been sacked, and I was like, wait, what's happened then? Has he been appointed or sacked? And they were like, yeah, both. It's just. But yeah, I mean. Kind of... It's a weird one though. So it's weird what you say, but like he's basically got his own channel now. There are people who aren't. They're not Republican fans. They're not even maybe American fans, even though they might see themselves that way. But they're Trump fans. There's people who are Trump fans, and not just in America, like across the world. So he's got his own channel, and it'd be interesting to see what he does with it. And maybe they're the new Kardashians, the Trumps, that they'll just have their own show, and then they'll just all run for president each.
Trump's being investigated heavily for crimes and tax evasion and stuff, and like I guarantee you, he'll use his last 3 months as president just to be like to pardon himself and like You know,
Yeah, and all
you know,
this. Oh, this
like,
stuff is not legal
yeah,
anymore.
yeah, no,
Goodbye.
you can't do it. And now Mar-a-Lago is an independent state, so if I live there, you can't get me. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
But
they,
that's why he hasn't been tried, has it? Because he's president, so they
yeah,
can't get him
no,
while he's president.
there is that crazy rule that if something that a sitting president does, it doesn't mean it's illegal or something crazy. Like,
Don't you want it to be like, yeah, I don't want to characterize people, but this is how I feel. They have a big thing where it's like, if you wanted Trump to win and you feel cheated, come here and we're going to sort it out. All those people go to that place, and then when that place, they just put like walls up, and they get the walls they want, and they just cover the top, and they just live in this little bit there. All those people who are nuts, because I don't mind if you vote Republican or Democrat, or whatever, but this guy's fucking nuts, bruv. If you think he's like the Messiah, then you're an idiot.
well, what's what going to happen with the actual wall as well? You know, they started building that wall, and now what is Biden going to keep the wall going? Like,
Imagine if Biden just comes in and is like, "Oh, that wall is definitely getting built.
I
Like,
support
don't worry
wall.
about
Yeah,
that."
yeah.
It's big wall. I've always said that. Big wall supporter. I love it.
Huge, huge.
They call me Wally Biden.
Yeah.
Just always putting a wall, mate.
Yeah, it's going to get a little bit.
And he's 78. We talked about this already, but why bother?
Yeah, 78 would be 80,
He could be a president still at
80
87.
82 when his terms are 82. That's mental. Trump could.
Bruv,
What was Trump, like 70? Yeah,
he's 74, so he's old as well. But at least he would be only one term, 78. But if your grandpa comes to you at 82 and starts telling you how to do things, you'd be like, fuck off, old man. but this guy's in charge. He's going to be in charge of the strongest country in the world.
it's better than Trump.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all you can go.
Oh,
with.
it is better Trump. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Better than
Yeah.
Trump, that's it. You just go like, oh, well, he'll probably do a better job than Trump. So whatever.
Unlucky Trump. See you. Bye. It's been fun. It has been fun.
It was
To
a
be
show.
fair,
You
it
put
was sad as well.
You put on
But there have been fun elements.
one hell of a show, sir.
One hell of a show. Best reality TV I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
4.5 years as US president.
You dick on Big Brother and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
It was mad.
Yeah.
But now, see you later, brother. Bye-bye. Hope I never get to see you in power again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we will in some facet. But I'm saying.
Well, he's becoming America's Got Talent's new judge. We've already said that. That's already happening. Him and Simon Cowell. And he's like, Donald Trump's like the comic relief, like the cheeky one.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think what other things you could possibly get Trump in, like for other reality TV shows.
What you could do him on like a white one.
Get him on Strictly Come Dancing.
I liked it. I thought it had moves. It had everything I like. It was good. It was good. It was good, and it had moves.
I'm gonna be doing the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, but any of those reality shows, I'm a celebrity. Go on there. He could be in the camp.
I'm gonna win. I'm a winner. I'm a winner.
Yeah, just when they tell him, Donald, it's your turn to do a Bush trial, he'd be like, I demand a recount. That is lies.
Fake news. Yeah.
Fake news.
Fake news.
It's fake news. It's fake news. All this stuff. But yeah, it's nuts.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he will no longer have access to the nuclear codes, and that is something we can hold on to. Right, guys, this has been All I Do Is Fail. I am Tom Elwes. You can follow me at all good social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. That's all good social media platforms.
Ali was gigs. I'm putting some more videos up soon because that's what I'm going to do during lockdown. So check me out on Ali was gigs. Thank you to everyone who came out and watched shows in between the two lockdowns. Really appreciate it supporting the live comedy industry like that. It was a big deal. So thank you for everyone who put on shows. Really appreciate it. But now we're back into videos. So check me out on Ali was gigs. I'll be posting some stuff and I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you very much, guys. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.